Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I just wanted to talk briefly about a film that I don't enjoy so much that has both Corey Haim and Corey Feldman in it, and that is Busted. On this channel, I've spoken at pretty great lengths that I'm a Corey Haim and a Corey Feldman fan. I've talked about their films over the years and what some of my favorites are. Busted is my least favorite from this duo, and definitely from Corey Haim, probably from Corey Feldman as well. So just to give this a little quick rundown and tell you what it's about, this movie is a almost horrible version of like a National Lampoon's comedy film. It is in the vein of something like Police Academy, but not even close to being as good. It tries to mimic Police Academy, but it's much raunchier and misses the point. The jokes are all extremely goofy, like plays on words and just juvenile cursing and like vulgarity type humor, but not funny, even though usually I like vulgarity in my humor. Um, there's tons of weird cuts and women that I think are either softcore porn stars, maybe, or models that are naked and they just show them like doing things with people and you hear like porn music. It's really bad. It's a bad movie. The main plot of the film is there's a peeping Tom in this small, sleepy town called Amity, and they're trying to figure out who the peeping Tom is. Meanwhile, there's like a crackdown on the department because they're doing illegal activity in the department where Corey Feldman, Corey Haim, and other people are police officers. The captain appoints this new woman, or not the captain, excuse me, the mayor appoints this new woman as the captain, and she's trying to kind of rein everyone in and make sure they're not having any illegal activities within the department. She's from internal affairs, I guess, and I'm giving it way too much credit. And Corey Haim is in it. Corey Feldman is in it. Um, you may know a couple faces as like people who had bit parts in films over the years. The other weird casting choice was it has Dominic Brascia in it, who was from one of the Friday the 13th films and also was outed as molesting and taking advantage of Corey Haim while he was alive. So that's very sad. Supposedly, Corey Haim quit this film mid-film because he said he didn't realize Dominic Brascia was in the film, and when he got there, he got pissed off and left. But he's in a few scenes with him, so I don't know if that quite makes sense. Corey Feldman says that he fired Corey Haim during the making of the movie because Corey Haim was doing drugs at this point, and he wasn't, up to snuff. Whatever the story is, it's just a sad state of affairs, however way you look at it. The jokes are all extremely goofy. The movie was made and I think directed by Corey Feldman. It's one of his first forays into directing. The jokes are sort of like there's a point I remember where they're interviewing these women, and the woman goes, "You're nuts," and then they cut to a scene of two walnuts with police officer outfits on, like stuff like that. It's very silly and not funny. Um, the other thing is the police department being cracked down on because of their illegal activities. I didn't quite get this. They're hiring hookers as police officers in the movie to keep the crime within the police station. So the police officer women that are hookers are sleeping with the cops, and they're doing all this like kind of underhanded stuff there. So it's not out in society. I guess they're keeping it enclosed, which doesn't really make much sense to me. The movie has tons of like yelling and fast speaking that's supposed to, I guess, be goofy or funny, but just comes off as very annoying and try hard. What else? And then there's a lot of like this mugging at the camera where Corey Feldman will say something goofy and kind of turn around and look at the camera to, tell you that he's in on the joke. Overall, I think Busted is. Listen, I like some of Corey Haim's bad movies. I like Blown Away. I like The Double O Kid. I really like National Lampoon's Last Resort with Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. And I know people hate it, and it's not necessarily a good film, but by far this is the hardest one for me to get through. There's just nothing funny about it. There's nothing that keeps the story going. The acting is bad. The story is bad. Everything is so stupid that I would rather watch any other National Lampoon's movie. And I saw RoboDoc recently. I thought that was actually pretty fun with Cora Nemec and Alan Thicke. This is just a bad movie. If you are a Corey Haim or Corey Feldman completionist and you must see this movie, then I guess you can get it on DVD like I did years ago. But it's not something that I enjoy watching. And every few years, I'll say, I remember Busted was really bad. Let me throw it back in and see if I still feel that way. And I usually feel that it's still pretty bad. So just wanted to talk about that. I don't mean to be, negative and have like a kind of downer sort of video, but I know I talk a lot about my favorite Corey Haim movies, so I wanted to talk about my least favorite one. It's Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.